a relationship with somebody for 3 years. I decided to have children. It was my choice. When she found out we were having twins, that was very upsetting. One child was planned for, one child was allotted the money for.
I see. So, I mean, is that when the cracks in the relationship?
Yes, that was kind of the beginning of the end. When the boys were 8 months old is when we first separated, and basically it was stated that if there's a choice between you or them, you know, I was going to pick you and not the children. She didn't provide much support in the caretaking of the children, the daily caretaking.
Okay. What was the legal arrangement, or what was there discussion about that, about how?
There was I never relinquished any custody of my children. We never drew up papers. Her actions never proved to ever be a parent, and I never felt comfortable giving any of my rights away. So,
as far as your family and her involvement, the boys?
after our breakup, there was little involvement, no real financial support. It was basically a glorified babysitter. She would visit with them, you know, a couple times a month, but, you know, nothing set in stone, nothing in writing. When I terminated any visitation, it became a court issue. She got an attorney and went for shared custody. She took it to court for visitations. The court cannot grant visitations, so the court granted temporary shared custody. I have a protection order against this person, and they still granted temporary shared custody. She has no legal rights to the boys, and she was still granted temporary shared custody. The boys' guardian ad litem has requested a psych evaluation. That has not been done yet, and they're still granting shared custody. They did not grant any financial support. So she has all of the benefits of being a custodial parent without having any of the legal obligations. They're giving partial custody to a person who I have not lived with for 7 years, who I consider a stranger. The trial starts in March. It could go on for a year or longer. Am I supposed to give up my boys to her? That's scary to me. I fear for their safety. Based on this ruling, yes, Franklin County Courts is opening a floodgate of cases for non-biological people who have ever lived with or spent any time with or had a relationship with a child to seek custody.
The gay rights groups are advocating
against me, and it's not always fair, especially if someone is not a fit parent. So I feel like I'm being cookie cut into a situation just because I'm a lesbian. I feel like I'm almost being reverse discriminated against because they're not taking each case by case to see if that's a fit parent, to see if there's any legal documents drawn up.